Gary, we appreciate you checking in. Doug was just on. He got super emotional. We've had Grant on. We've had callers call in. We just wanted to thank you first for checking in, and kind of the way we've started with everybody. When you hear that name, Kobe Bryant, what does he mean to you?
So many different things kind of tumble through your head, and I think I'm not alone. I'm still, Jason, trying to grasp the reality of this whole situation. It just seems surreal in so many different ways. And I don't know. I was surprised, I guess, that it had this kind of a profound impact on myself personally. I've always been an admirer of extraordinary skill, and without question, Kobe Bryant had extraordinary basketball skills, but it wasn't so much the skills in my mind that made him stand out. It was just the amazing drive. I appreciate the greats who find a way. I don't think, really realize how long an NBA season is. You're talking, of course, 82 regular season games, a handful of preseason games, and then into the postseason, as Kobe was, and so many times in his career, you may well play 100 games or so. And to find a way to maintain a drive and a competitive spirit and a laser-like focus to get the job done, he was beyond extraordinary in that sense. And I think that's that's my lasting impression of his greatness.
G-Man, one of the themes we've been discussing today, because I think a lot of people are struggling with, I rooted against Kobe forever, and I never knew him. I never met him, but there was that emotional bond that the city had with him. And I wonder if for some, Gary, that it's a immortal becomes mortal. And then maybe we didn't know Kobe, but it dredges up thoughts in real life, our own mortality, the mortality of those around us, and when you see your heroes, when you see these, and I keep using the term immortals, when you see them being human, maybe that's part of what brings it all home for us and affects us so deeply.
Well, I think you've nailed it, Dave. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's a cliche, but the fragile existence that we all enjoy up to a certain point, you can never, ever take for granted. And when you have a figure like a Kobe Bryant, who in so many respects was larger than life, and he was like Superman, and you just say, how could this be possible? How could this happen to this man? And then the realization, well, it can happen, and it does happen to any and all of us on a daily basis. It's just on that rare occasion that someone of the stature of a Kobe Bryant ends up losing his life along with the 8 others, and you just it's really hard to wrap your mind around it. And I was thinking so much last night through the course of the day. I mean, you're traveling with guys who, many of the young players in particular, Kobe Bryant was their inspiration. It's the reason that they worked so hard and made it to the NBA. And I don't ever recall a situation in my years in the NBA where the attitude was as somber as it was yesterday. The Kings were just finishing a workout session, and Chicago coming onto the buses, and this word just like wildfire, just encapsulating everyone, and trying to first deal with, is this real? And then thinking about all of the connections. And I think about Vlade Divac, and I think about Luke Walton, and, they were teammates. And I can't put into words what it must feel like for them. And watching teams last night and yesterday afternoon take the floor with all of this on their minds, and I just had such great respect for the coaching staffs and for the players who had to deal with that, and yet at the same time go out and perform their appointed task. And I think even 24 hours now, or soon to be 24 hours after the fact, it's going to be extremely hard this evening for the Sacramento Kings. And Buddy Hield, the way he looked up to Kobe Bryant, and other on the roster. I mean, there were poignant social media texts and quotes and tweets from various members of the Kings, and it just hammers at you. And I'm having a hard time, trying to deal with this reality myself. And I'm just one person, and it's not like I had any great personal ties to Kobe Bryant. It was just, as one who enjoys professional sports as a form of entertainment, the ferocity in which he played, the way he was able to motivate himself, and the fact that you never wanted to make him mad on the basketball floor because he could make you pay such a hellacious price. Just great respect and great sorrow, and thinking about how his family and his loved ones are having to deal with something that's absolutely turned their world upside down.
Yeah, well said, G-Man.
Well said.
We just wanted to
Thank
check
you.
in. We're glad you did, and we will certainly talk to you later today.
Thanks.
Look forward to it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.